Hi, it's me, Randomized User, and today I'll be talking about a role that has received some backlashes and love upon release. This role is called the Fortune Teller. Fortune Teller has the ability to give two players a card. These two players are able to reveal themselves. However, when Evil has a card, they can reveal themselves as any role. You might say that the role is bad because evils can reveal themselves as any role, but I actually have a mixed opinion about this. But before that, let's go with its history. Fortune Teller was a role that was only available in a custom games, and it was also a random strong villager at that time. Fortune Teller had the ability to give two players a card, and these players would be able to reveal themselves. And let me tell you, it was actually so overpowered. And players with the card are able to reveal themselves as any role, even though they have the lowest of all credibility. And there was no doubt to what their role could be. And about Fortune Teller and Evils, Fortune Teller would ask the player for their role and the Evils would be forced to reveal or they would die. But on another hand, they will die anyway if they have revealed. So like that, they are already dead. And this greatly benefited the village since they could find an evil and they could confirm one another. And this also confirmed the fortune tellers themselves, and thus this role had no counterplay. And it was so overpowered that it was removed from the game. Fortune Teller has made a return in the Stars and Planets update, and it also had some other features such as Wolvesville being in Steam and also releasing with Siren. And when Fortune Teller was released in the Stars and Planets update, Fortune Teller has received some backlashes, and strangely enough there are people who wish that Fortune Teller was reverted back to how it was, which was insane considering how overpowered it used to be. But Fortune Teller still had potential to be strong, and here's how. Number 1 is Instant Confirm. Instant Confirm is a thing when it comes to Fortune Teller, and of course it's not as reliable as you think it is because evils are going to reveal themselves as any role they want, but do note that two villagers could have a card and they will be instant confirmed, and it will also confirm the Fortune Teller, as there was no doubt that the Fortune Teller is the one who will bring the card to them. And instant confirm means that the wolves will have a hard time at later in the game when it's just them and most of the people are already confirmed. And number 2 is a strategy. I don't know if I were to ever say this, it will probably be used more often, but it will come anyway. So with this strategy, it's called a timing strategy, where if you give a card to someone and they reveal themselves immediately, like no delays, then they are an actual villager. But if they were to reveal themselves after 3 to 5 seconds, then it could mean that they are an evil, unless there's something stating otherwise. Now let's go to the downside. So the first downside is that Fortune Teller may cause a mislynch, and as a villager you shouldn't cause mislynch. And it causes more 1-for-1, and to be honest, 1-for-1 benefits a faction with the upper hand advantage and majority. And another thing is that it gives werewolf false credibility. Of course you'll be confirmed, but you're giving werewolf false credibility. So in conclusion, well, I'm gonna say this is that Fortune Teller is really a double-edged sword. Anyway, this is the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you enjoy the overall content, why not subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.